Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning. Ethan Hunt, a man, or should we say, the man, who takes on missions deemed impossible in order to keep the world safe from those bent on destroying it. But his life's work comes to a final reckoning when a technology too powerful to be controlled or contained puts the world on the brink of complete annihilation. He might be able to outsmart the people who are after the technology for their own means or agenda, but will he eventually be outsmarted by that very technology that everyone is after? To aid him on his quest, his most trusted friend and ally leaves him with the means of trapping the technology and keep it from destroying the world. The stage is set as a race against time and competition to acquire the technology known as the entity before it manipulates everyone into mutual self-destruction. This is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Well, I've seen the film twice now. First time on IMAX and second time MX 4D. Want to see how all that moving gimmicky stuff would translate. However, I think in MX 4D was a bit overdone. I mean, every gunshot had the strobe lights and all the wind trails from the bullets just became too distracting. So I would definitely recommend seeing the film in IMAX. The scope of the aspect ratio just really puts you into the world of Mission Impossible. But after seeing it twice, I'm wondering actually where the film might not have worked so well as a spy thriller, that there's something else happening in the film. And when you consider Tom Cruise being over 60 years old and myself half centenarian, so to speak, and not to toot my own horn, but I think I've taken pretty good care of myself. I think Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning has a bit of a different thing going on. I'd like to ask the question if the film is actually better as a life coach film rather than a spy action thriller. I mean, yeah, there's something going on in the film, at least I believe, that, could posit whether or not the film is a secret blueprint for healthy aging disguised as an action movie. And not just for physical health, but also for emotional and relational wisdom for aging, so to speak. If you haven't seen the film yet, this review I'm about to continue will be light in spoilers, but to support my thesis, quote unquote, I will be going over 3 key scenes that I believe support the idea that the film is great as a life coach. And the 3 key scenes I will be mentioning will be 1, the Arctic water sequence, 2, the biplane battle, and 3, the ending, which happens in Trafalgar Square. So the first scene that I like to talk about, that I think is a guide for better health, as seen in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, is the plunge into the Arctic waters to search out for the source code of the entity. And I don't know, for so many years I've myself been taking a lot of cold showers or cold baths just because it doesn't dry my skin. And if I were to give advice about at least the health of your skin, cold bath or cold shower just in the movie work wonders for you. Yeah, there it is, plunging into the icy waters of the Arctic. Another really, really important thing about that scene that can teach you a life lesson is that never chase. Be busy, trying to make the world a better place, and the one meant for you will make her way to you. Very valuable lesson to learn, and the sooner you learn that, the better. Oh yeah. And the biplane battle sequence towards the end of the film. Another great lesson to learn as early as possible. Travel. Get out of the city. Travel, travel, travel. Go search out new places you've never seen before. And you will find new depths of yourself and what you're capable of doing. So from the icy depths of the Arctic waters and the lessons it can teach us, we enter into the biplane battle sequence towards the end of the film. And what better, visual for a lesson than to make sure that in your lifetime, travel. See new places. You don't have to go far, just as long as it's a place you've never been to before. That's a very important lesson to not just learn, but to, practice throughout your lifetime. And another very important point that the biplane battle scene towards the end of the film makes is that, whenever you can, get out of the city. Get into the countryside, get into nature. That's going to improve not just physical health, but your mental and emotional health as well. That's right. So, from underwater icy depths to the biplane battle in the sky and across the countryside, we finally come to the third point that I think Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning makes, at least as far as, some healthy practices throughout your lifetime. And that's at the end, when everyone meets up at Trafalgar Square to hand over the trapped entity. When you spend time with your friends, don't make it all about partying. Make it into a project that helps better the world. And also, make sure that you give space to your friends and loved ones. Like what Khalil Gibran had said, that, like pillars that hold up a temple, lovers should give space to their beloved so that they can keep the temple supported. And that is at least my takeaway of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Maybe not the best of the franchise, but definitely not the worst either. And why I think a film like this is also a good example of some healthy practices that you can do throughout your lifetime. The extreme imagery can really break through our, limiting, realistic, quote-unquote, beliefs about, what is possible. So, yeah, post in the comments what you think about these points, silly or otherwise. Don't worry about it. I can take it. And also, if you have some other good points to make about the film, put it in the comment section as well. Love to hear it. And in the meantime, thanks again.